buddy? You ever crossed this before? Oh, nice. Good job. Souk.
So this is one of those videos I really don't have to say much about at all. It's relatively flawless. It's just a beautiful track, and for a 6-month-old puppy, quite amazing. A lot of adult dogs couldn't come close to this, and one of the reasons why she does so well is because how you've trained her, letting her kind of work things out on her own through self-discovery and concentrating on productive sources and a good training tiered training method to get her to the level that she's at today. So really, really amazing work. Great job. I'm going to stay pretty much silent and just enjoy the moment as I'm watching this trail unfold until we get to the end. Although I will talk about this a little bit. Now, one of the reasons why she circled wide and is working around this is that scent pool from your scent article is really huge. You can see the diameter based on how she worked around the area. That scent article, because it's cloth, holds a lot of scent, a lot of odor, and it's constantly generating, almost like a smoke bomb. So that's fresh odor that she has to work through to find the older track odor that really isn't quite as strong in her mind because of the scent pool of the scent article.
I'm not going to let her go by the road because it's all contaminated. Can I encourage her when she goes?
Nope.
Okay.
Try to figure it out. Because if you don't know,
I wouldn't know.
Right.
What if it was something like this where I could see he went this way?
Are you sure it's him?
No, I wouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. Her confirmation would be us going with her because her body language is stronger. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get up here and try to get some good pictures of you too, okay?
Thank you. It's a little windy. Oh my God, she's freaking cute hopping in this grass. I think she might be having fun for a second here. There we go. you tangled? Yeah, you're tangled a little bit. That's not him. Let me get you figured out real quick. All right, let's go for it. She's coming for you. Should I not let her? Leave it. Get to work. Let's go.
There you go. Little kangaroo.
Oh, are you stuck again? Yeah, we're on it, girl. Let's go. Should I not let her go back?
Okay. She also might have shot past the track.
I think this is the track. This is pretty hard to tell, I think. Well, it's hard for me. It looks like she's looking.
Track line right here.
That's what, yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Just let her figure it out. It's the same thing she did at the start.
Alright.
See that?
Yeah.
I know it's kind of hard to see that. She literally came
It's, yeah,
to
it's
me and
hard
was like,
to look at her, yeah. There it is. This is way, I can tell now.
She overshoots turns a little bit. And
Yeah.
works her way back.
I always at the turn she like overshoots and then does like circles.
Yeah.
And then hits it and goes. So for that, if I know somebody turned, would I slow her down on purpose?
Then,
So
I'd still let her figure it out as much as possible.
But I mean like slow her down as we're coming up to the turn to see if she notices it?
No, because you don't want to accidentally affect it. What if she's looking the odor and she takes the turn a little wide but brings back to it, that's her.
Okay.
Because she's not doing anything wrong. I would slow her down if she like comes up, like kind of like Cosmo, and his head up just looking around.
Yeah.
Then you'll want to slow him down. But if she's working it, let her work it.
Okay.
You've got to work it her own way. You got to put on that Valiant work it like Valiant, not how Valiant handlers want to to work it. That's what ID plug right there.
Mm. Yeah. Leave it. Leave it. Let's go. Let's work.
Do all the gear actually cross over?
Nah. Leave it, Valiant. Come on.
There you go.
Okay, so I'll go with this.
Check. She self-checks.
Are you okay? Wow, she didn't even eat that giant pile of poop right there. She didn't eat the poop. It's a big deal. I have a timer on my video and my Motion X. Not from when I gave her the word though.
Okay, so there's not been much to critique here. It's just been a really great, excellent trail for a 6-month-old puppy. Simple fact that she's done this type of work at this age is pretty amazing. But it goes to show how good training, using good productive sources and self-discovery make all the difference in the world. Now, what's happening with Valiant is she's on the scent pool now. It's a big, big scent pool. And in order to find her way to source, she has to either get the scent cone to get in or she has to find the track to get in. Finding the track can be a little bit tough because you have all this fresh odor, and you can see how big it is and how wide it is that covers the track. Well, she gets on the track rather nicely, but in order to work through the scent pool, she has to be meticulous and precise, and that happens right here. And this is how she negotiates your barrier. Because the scent pool is telling her to go right through the middle of the barrier, she knows she can't make it through it, so she has to be very, very precise to find her way in. And she does that right here really, really nicely.
Good girl. Good girl.
Okay, so she's still in huge scent pool right now, and you know, when you're working a scent pool, there's not necessarily a track that's completely visible from an olfactory standpoint that she can work into. In her little pea brain, she doesn't know it goes up these steps and that's where your trail layer is. She's just working, you know, figuring out how do I deal with all this fresh odor? And this is where repetition can really make a big difference. You've got to have trails like this that end in different locations, where somebody's up high, somebody's up some stairs, behind a barrier, so on and so forth. She has to learn how to work through these issues. And she's doing her best. Now she sees Shane over there and she's trying to figure out what the heck he's doing. And in her little pea brain, she's a bit of a distraction, and you do a great job of correcting it. Goes back to work, she's working the scent pool, trying to find her way in. Good tail set, good body language overall. You know, she's doing a really good job.
Don't worry about him. Let's go. Let's work. Leave it.
So she finally figures out exactly where he's at, but because he's stationary and sitting in a place and in a way that he really hasn't done much before, it makes her a little bit nervous. She alerts on him really, really hard, but you're going to have to motivate to get her through, and you do a great job with that. Really good timing. More importantly, getting your trail layer to be responsive as well. Great work on that. Okay, so Valiant's kicking ass and taking names on all these rural trails with relatively no contamination. I like how you've upped the ante by having some different endings, and which is really important to change things up for her. But what we need to do is start working on some contamination and distractions in the middle of the track. What I'd like you to do is go back to kind of what we had in some of your previous trails, and instead of starting on top of a contaminated track right down the middle of a walking path, I want you to start in a clean area off to the side, work it for a good 100 or 200 meters, and then cross over these walking paths. So we can see how she reacts and if you can correct her if she has any bad behavior when she hits those hard distraction trails. More than likely she won't. More than likely what's going to happen is she's going to detect the distraction track and jump right over it because she was in three-toed missile lock. So that's your homework that you're going to do on your next trails. Great work today.